As one villager makes their appearance, another readies to leave. Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. It's an early morning episode. As in, retail isn't even open yet. We're getting 8 a.m. music, which is also pretty good. I'm basically recording now because I'm kind of tired and I don't know how, I'm gonna manage through the night. And I'd like to have just the ability to go to bed whenever I feel like it. So that's where I'm at. If I feel like going to bed early, I'm just gonna go to bed early. Because I have been dealing with what I can only describe as an ear issue. I can speak. So basically, my left ear has been feeling a little funky. And you know that sound you hear in your ears when you're yawning? Yeah, I'm hearing that specifically in my ear, but pulsing. It's not a constant. Muffin! Made some mint ice cream today, but I felt like there was something missing. Maybe we could use a little extra flavor. What should I add? The garbage? Add love. Right, of course. When your heart and soul miss something always makes it better. I mean, it's mint ice cream. It needs to go in the garbage. It's just where it needs to go. But I'm being nice about it, because I know other people enjoy mint. Yeah, if I put pressure on a specific part of my ear, it stops. And I can't really notice it much when I'm listening to music, but just wearing the headset doesn't solve the problem. But I need to be listening to music through the headset for it to work. It's weird. I don't know what's going on. Yup. Midatambako. We'll take a load off, weeby. What you need? Chat. Yes, I've been working on my biceps like crazy. I'd love to show off some other downers. Usually I invite some friends from other towns to come see the gun show, baby. Ah, the guns are my muscles, of course. Going to train my butt off until your pals show up. I'm sorry to say, Costello, the online connections don't work anymore. But yeah, this ear issue basically woke me up today. So, I didn't get a huge amount of sleep. Hey. Sunny mornings just make me want to dance. So what can I do for you? Just want to chat. One day I saw a picture of a squid. It's the most beautiful fish in the world. It's invaded my thoughts when dreams about it and everything. I really need to get my own. I'll see what I can do. I'm pretty sure I've already caught you a squid, haven't I? Don't you? No, it's the dab she has, I think. But yeah, that's been my day, is dealing with this. Ooh, new fishing tourney, heck yeah! I love how I spent literally all of Mother's Day just yapping about other things. In my defense, I didn't even remember it was Mother's Day, so, you know. Because why would I pay attention to that? I ain't no mother. I mean, I've got one, but it's not like I don't, see and spend time with my mother on a normal, just everyday basis. So hey, Gemrock. It's not something I really pay attention to. Wait, I shouldn't be picking these up yet. Let me just plop this back down. I'll come and actually grab these later because... yeah. Oh, hey, it's back! It's just gonna keep showing up until I actually freaking shoot it down, isn't it? Oh, I'm gonna need to come back at some point later to say sayonara to, Vic. Oh, I'm yawning so much. This music, man, always makes me so sleepy. Puppy! A lovely surprise. It's your invitation to move here that brought me to Oracle. Gotta finish unpacking and take a walk around town. Can't wait to start making new friends. You and Paula are gonna be good friends, I feel. Like, I have tried things to, like, pop my ears and, like, all this stuff, and I've literally, like, popped my ears so many times today that my body has started getting angry with me for doing it. Like, the last time I popped my ears, my body effectively went, if you do this crap again, we're passing out. And it's like, alright, fine, I'll stop. But I'm trying to make this as comfy, and the body's just like, no, I don't care. I'm not gonna tell you what's wrong, but I don't care. It's like, okay, body. I can't be the only one that gets annoyed by just, like, the times where, like, your body will just be like, hey, pain! And it's like, okay, but why? It's like, but there's pain. Figure it out. It's like, that's not helpful. Why pain? The why of the pain tends to explain the pain. If you just, you know, explain the why, then there's no need for the pain. And the body's just like, yeah, but that's too easy. Figure it out. And then it turns out just like, you gotta poop. And it's like, okay. No, I don't know what I'm on about today. I'm trying to exist. I don't think I'm succeeding. I'm so tired. It doesn't help that I just haven't really been sleeping, so... Jeez. Oh, hair, I'm so jealous. Scare me, don't do that. Scooch a bit close, scooch back. I could scooch closer. Oh, God. I suppose something I did do today, I visited a monument in Eve, that being the cemetery. And you might think, oh, is that like the site of a big battle or something? No, it's literally what it says. It started as a player-run thing where just a group decided to set up a POS, a player-owned station, and allow people to just anchor bubbles, well, not bubbles, containers around it with just, like, basically just serve as gravestones for lost loved ones. And the developers, Fenris is what they're called now, formerly CCP, loved the idea and got right behind it and made it an official monument. So that's really cool. But I stopped by there, and it's very different hearing that, like hearing, oh, it's like a graveyard for people's actual loved ones, basically, in space. And then actually visiting the place, because, like, just hearing that, you're probably envisioning something not very big. You know, maybe 100 or so. There's thousands. Like, it's a little overwhelming just sitting there at the monument. Just like... just observing everything around you. Like, there's so much. And like, it's one of those things of like, just sitting there taking in the size of it, just to grab a couple screenshots to like show some people I know who just don't play Eve. Like, it got me just a little emotional just sitting there seeing just all of, you know, the variations of here lies so-and-so, you know, in memoriam, you know, stuff like that. Is Vic awake? I know retail's open now. Vic is not awake. I can hold 6. I need to be able to hold 8. Or 7. But yeah, like, I was basically just passing through the system and I'm like, you know, I'll stop and take a peek at this. And like, I had been there last, like, when was I there last? 2018? I think somewhere around there. Like, I'd visited the site before. Like, I've never left a can there myself, but I'll visit from time to time. And like, it's so much larger now than before. Which, I mean, makes sense. More people know about it now. And also just time has passed. So, you know. But, yeah. Don't mean to get all somber. It's just something that, like, I will always... Right, these guys don't open until 10. These girls don't open until 10. It's like, I gotta come back in my own time later before, like, 8. Oh, I should be able to manage it. I'll probably still be awake after 10, but, like... I probably won't be in any condition to record. But, like, I know EVE Online has this reputation as, like, a game for jerks. It has been called assholes in space. Like, it's very much perceived as this game that you only play if you're, like, a bad person kind of thing. Yet, it's the only game I can think of that has successfully managed to make a player cemetery and not have it just get griefed into non-existence. Because, like, other games have tried, but usually they just get griefed and the sites get destroyed, or, you know, people just be jerks. Yet in the game where everybody who plays it's apparently a jerk, that didn't happen. People did try, and people banded together to basically make these people's lives hell, and everything's fine now. Honestly, if I remember right, the developers actually made it so the space around the POS, because the POS is still there, is just no PvP. You literally can't grief the site. Read Pinky's dialogue here in a second, just needed to sip first. Salutations. Hello, bois. What's up? We'll chat. You changed a little something about my room. I get rid of my old goldfish. It's a nice touch, but I'm over it. Nice little accent. You could bring more. Okay. Nice little accent that's not a goldfish. I'll see if I can find a silverfish, because apparently that'd be pretty good. I kind of wish silverfish were actually a thing you could get in Animal Crossing, because I love silverfish. They're not actually a fish, despite the name, if you've never heard of them. They're like a little bug. They, like, zoom around. Pretty tiny. They're silver, as the name implies. We might actually have some mail now, because Pete's wandering about, and I think... No, I recorded yesterday before the final mail time, so... I mean, I might still have mail. Yeah, I'm back. I had some more stuff to sell. But yeah, like, I will forever defend that the EVE community is probably the nicest in gaming. Like, people are only really jerks in EVE within the context of the game. Like, I have legitimately seen someone, like, who was flying in Orca being ganked. And they basically just... They didn't so much plead as more just made the comment in local of how they were already having a crappy day and this was just making it worse. And the gankers stopped. They just went, you know, next time you won't be so, you know, so lucky, but, you know, we'll just let you go today kind of thing. And it's like, that's how the EVE community is. Like, if you're having a really rough day, even the people who are out to try to make your day rough probably will sympathize and be like, you know what? Alright, we'll come back some other time. You know, they're not gonna just continue to be jerks, you know? Penelope's awake. Or is she? So try and catch a squid. Yeah, she's not actually awake yet. Hey. Snooze. Ah. Oh, hi, Steph. How weird. I was just dreaming about you. Aw. Well, at least she traded one fossil for another. She doesn't now just have 2 fossils in her house. So that's something at least. Hey, Pete. Let's get my fishing rod out. And, like, that doesn't happen all the time. It does take, basically, the gankers actually caring. Because sometimes they won't. Like, but they're not caring in the context of the game. Like, and, well, I suppose I can't always say that. There are undoubtedly just some actual jerks who play EVE, but they also don't tend to stick around that often. Or if they do, they stick specifically to things they can do on their own, because nobody likes a jerk, not even other jerks. So, you know, they tend to get pretty alienated. But, yeah. I should find something else to yap about. There has to be something else in there, brain. Jeez, that fish had places to be. Brain. I will say, I'm gonna say we technically at this exact moment have 2 votes towards the old police station. I'm gonna give it a bit longer to let more people have a chance to give some input, but I mean, we have one of pick whatever and one old style, and if you're gonna give me the choice of picking, then I'm gonna go old style, because the new one just looks like a trash can. I don't like it. Dory, what are you doing here? I think, well, I had something on that was, and it's gone. Where'd it go? Right. On my playing of Pokemon Black that I've been doing, I have very much been in debate of whether I want a water type on my team. Because I started, the Snivy, so I could get Panpour. But the Panpour I ended up getting was Adamant, which, if you don't know, is a nature for a Pokemon that gives a boost to your attack stat and decreases your special attack stat. The only good thing about Simipour is that it learns Scald, which is a special attack. And aside from that, your only, like, other water-type options are, like, Jellicent and Swanna. I think that's basically it for other water types that aren't a starter. And I could go Swanna, but I don't want to go Jellicent, because Jellicent is honestly just too good. Water Ghost is a pretty good type combination, and Jellicent is pretty bulky. I'm trying to build a team of kind of bad Pokemon, so I'm not using that Snivy I got. Like, it got put in the box. My quote-unquote starter is a Purloin, now a Liepard, because that thing, outside of its niche competitive uses, is not very good. Oh, jeez. I also still am just not a big fan of the pun in its name. It's a thieving cat named Purloin. To purloin something is to steal it. And then it evolves into a leopard type thing named Liepard. And it's a dark leopard that lies to you, so Liepard. Good. I don't like the pun. I mean, I say that, like, sometimes I like puns. That's one I'm not a big fan of. Watch Squids not even be around right now. Can I check in-game? I don't remember what the encyclopedia actually says when you check. Nah, it's spring to winter. So all the time then. Or is it only spring and winter? Spring and winter. Okay, so they go away in the summer. Summer, fall. Okay, I understand now. Summer. Summer once told me. I don't remember. My brain a few seconds later thinks of how that really should have went. I've basically just gone, Summer once told me he can tap for mana. Because that kind of works. And that's something only Magic players would get. There's a set of creatures called Murs that generally tap for mana, but can also do other things. I think one literally, like, on its own didn't do anything, but then when it died, it created smaller tokens that tapped for mana. I don't remember all of them. There's so many. And it's not helped by, like, there seems to at least be multiple Murs for the same ideas. But that just seems to be a problem that Magic has in general, where they have, like, 8 versions of the same card because they didn't want to just reprint the card, but they wanted to reprint the effect. And it's like, you could have just reprinted the card. You could have just had a format that doesn't rotate, and then you wouldn't need to reprint anything at all, outside of just reprinting so people can still obtain things. Which, you know, you can do pretty often, and, like, basically do, like, quarterly just reprint sets of like the most used cards from the previous quarter as you release new cards to make, you know, the older decks more affordable as you release newer decks that will hopefully be the new meta to keep the game always fresh, you know. But no, instead they gotta get Spooderman in here and the rest of Marvel, and they gotta give you a new 2/2 for 2 bear that's not the same 2/2 for 2 bear that you've already had. Gotta give you a new one. Different name. It's totally not the same bear. Don't even think that. I didn't find a squid. They may not be around right now. I am getting very tired. This music, man. You ever listen to a song that actively makes your eyes heavier? That's how I feel when I'm tired and playing Animal Crossing. That is just how it works. I almost feel like just to finish this episode off, I should take the headset off. It doesn't help that I napped around this time yesterday, so my body is like, right? Nap time, which I might honestly just nap again. I guess I'm selling things into batches. I got more. I'm just dumb. Bam. Deal. Or was it no deal all along? Nah, it was deal. So tired. I think that's definitely gonna be it for today. I'm so freaking tired. So I'm gonna come over here, plop down on our nice wooden bench. And with that, I thank you all very much for watching. And hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow, where hopefully I will be much less tired for more Animal Crossing New Leaf. See you all then.